Ladies and gentlemen, we continue the championship boxing with a 10-round eliminator for the English Super Lightweight Championship. Please welcome to the ring now, Danny Cassius, corner!
Y'all was like my brothers that considered y'all's folks. And I remember nights sipping liquor, making toast. Talking about the life, trying to get it slinging dope. And then you say I changed, but you niggas changed first. If all this money, nigga, we was fan first. Looking at me ballin', know that Instagram hurt. Cause you was supposed to be that nigga and that damn ghost. I would've rode for you even in the same hearse. Same cemetery, buried me in the same dirt. We had a plan, but I guess it ain't work. BH, we straight, that was the mind of my nigga. I got rich first. You was supposed to follow my heart and go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Ricky Pretty Boylan!
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Last Morning Hall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking a U-Hair booth, sipping on rock stock. Way back when I had to wear the black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke, the hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Never when I used to eat sardines for dinner. He's the raw G, Lucy B, taking free. Funk master, flex, love, star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And then you don't know the rules like you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Sport now proudly presents 10 rounds of boxing in an eliminator for the English Super Lightweight Championship. Sponsored by Dapperbet, StubHub and Scott's Menswear. And once again, a very warm welcome to the viewers joining us live on Sky Sports. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Here present with us at ringside, the timekeeper at the bell from Bromley, Kent is Mr. Bob Edgeworth. When the bell rings and the action begins, the man in the middle will be Bob Williams of Watford. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the contenders. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner wearing the white trunks trimmed with black and silver, weighed in at 9 stone, 13 pounds 3 ounces, 23 fight record, 12 wins, 1 inside, the scheduled distance 9 defeats and 2 draws. The winner of the Southern Area title and a former prize fighter finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is from Carl Shorten, Danny Cassius, corner! And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with orange and white, weighed in at 9 stone, 13 pounds, 5 ounces. 15 fight record, 13 wins, 4 inside, the scheduled distance, and just 2 defeats. Also comes to the ring as the former Southern Area champion, ladies and gentlemen. Also from Carl Shorten, it's Ricky Pretty Boylan! So let's get the action underway then. 10 rounds of boxing in an eliminator for the English Super Lightweight Championship.
Okay, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, a fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves, boys.
Should be a smashing Southern Area scrap here between 2 old mates, 2 business rivals now, and 2 characters who we see around the scene so much. The strong all-action Ricky Boylan in with the gritty, tough Danny Cassius. Connor styles should gel, and there's local pride on the line. They live so close, and most of their fans are in here tonight from the area of Carshalton in Surrey. I think it's quiet there at the moment.
But this is what, to be honest, I'm looking forward to. One of my favourite fighters, Danny Connor. You know, for what he's done, I think it was 4 out of 5 fights at the beginning of his career he lost, and then to come through and give us so much entertainment, and he's a real character. But you know, he's matched well here. This is a tough fight for him. Ricky Boylan probably the favourite, if I'm honest, but you know you're going to get a lot from both of them. They're the sort of fighters that's going to give it all.
Connor didn't find his first win till his 6th fight, but he has, as Glenn said, entertained us along the way. A couple of really good wins over Chris Evangelou, and he held this 10-stone belt a few years ago. How he'd love that back around him, the 29-year-old who knows so much about boxing. He's an historian, he's a regular on social media, and we need his type. But Ricky Boylan is tough, and he's strong, and there was a lot of hopes for him when he turned pro. 27 now, Boylan, and let's see what he's got tonight.
Yeah, he started a little bit tense, Boylan. He's got the centre ring, but the looser of the two is Connor, who's just pecking away with his jab, getting through with that. Just a little bit busier as this fight starts.
Yep, just out of range there, Ricky Boylan. He's had a couple of losses here against Tyler Goodjohn and Tommy Martin over 10 rounds, and the criticism has been a slight sort of lack of upper body movement, a bit too predictable. But he's worked hard with Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, who we know are a really good team up in Manchester.
Yeah, he's looking like he's trying to get a bit more into his punches. Boylan tried a big left hook, which almost got through. Just still connected though.
Flowing though with his jab early on, Connor. Might have the speed on Boylan. Certainly got the height and reach, and Boylan out of range there with that hook.
But Boylan looks like he's really trying to set himself, and that's not giving him any speed of foot, so he's not able to get close to Connor.
Yeah, interesting opener. I think Connor nicked it.
First round's out of the way now. Yeah. You need to relax. Yeah?
Like oxygen, okay? Oxygen.
2 tenths. That's all. Feet first. Everything else will flow once your feet get into position. Yeah? I don't want to see this on the back foot. Even on the back foot. I don't want it airtight, but I want it nice and relaxed here, just in case you catch and counter, yeah? Breathe. Feet first, boom, boom, jabbing up and down. Once you establish this, that right hand's wide open over the top. Yeah? Catch and counter.
I know we're a bit biased because he's one of our colleagues, but Jamie Moore really knows boxing, and he's becoming a very, very good trainer on the scene.
Yeah, good team there on the Jamie's. He knows the game. Kerry Kayes, Nigel Travis, nice team they are together. Good guys as well.
Round 2.
Second of 10, the orange and black of Ricky Boylan, the 27-year-old from Carshalton, and his old pal in the white and black, Danny Connor. He's built out of Hackbridge, but they're really almost neighbours, these two. They used to hang out together, and they even boxed at the Rose Hill Amateur Club in Sutton as well. But they haven't seen eye to eye for some time. There's been some needle at the press conferences. There's local pride and plenty at stake on this wonderful night at the O2. What a stage for the two of them to try and outthink each other. Southern area belt at stake. And it's going to be good, I think.
But Jamie Moore was right with what he was saying in the corner. He's just a bit too stiff, isn't he? Very, very tense, you know, around them shoulders. And, you know, that stops your speed. So he just needs to loosen up a little bit. That might happen as the fight goes on.
That was the problem when he fought Tommy Martin. Martin was just too slick for him, and Boylan too stuck in the centre of the ring and just not getting his punches off. He did get a win over Dazza Usher at York Hall in May, but he needs a a victory of this type now, doesn't he, Boylan?
Yeah, he does, to push him up, get him back in there. Well, this means a lot, you know, as you said, Adam, you know, local pride means a bit more. You've got to hold your head up in your own street corner, haven't you? So in the pub, you know, bragging rights. So, you know, it'll mean a lot to them.
Still content to jab off the back foot, Connor. Just a bit quicker with his punches. Settled faster here and better, Danny Connor.
That's because he started more relaxed, hasn't he? You know, he's just nice and relaxed, so he's nice and quick.
And he knows about the longer distances as well. He's not a puncher, 1 knockout in his 12 victories. You know, 9 defeats and 2 draws. He's a win one, lose one type of guy. You know, he could have easily just drifted into becoming a journeyman who picked up paydays, but there's still ambition with Danny Connor.
Very much
when
so.
You speak to him.
And I think that's what I admire, you know, in Danny Connor. You know, the fact that, you know, he's not a big name. He's not you know, he hasn't got great success in the amateurs and all that, but you know, he gives what he can, and he's learning all the time. He hasn't just settled in to be a run-of-the-mill fighter. He wants to win.
Boxing well here at the beginning of this, Danny Connor. I think that's 2-0, Glenn. What do you think?
Yep, agreed, totally. Nice, good start from Danny Connor.
You okay? Yeah. Need a bit more urgency, son. Yeah. He's nicking it, because you're allowing him to nick it. Yeah? Come on now. A bit more. Hey? Work a little bit more. I don't mean walking into the shots. I mean, you've got to do it with a bit more urgency.
Well, good start for Danny Connor. Ricky Boylan just a bit too tense, getting the centre of the ring, just following Connor round the ring and not getting his shots off quick enough.
So you're going to go, feed him something, and we did it. You feed him it.
Quicker start to this one from Danny Connor, and very, very fast up off his stool as well. In one of the press conferences earlier ahead of this fight, he said that stylistically he was all wrong for Ricky Boylan, and that he had too much character too. We'll see how it develops. But Boylan needs to get a foothold in this, and fairly quickly now, the 3rd round. He's got the centre of the ring. He's got to get his punches together in combinations, hasn't he? Back up, Connor.
He's got to try and pin him down and start to rough him up a little bit, get through some quality shots. You know, you can't let Connor get a rhythm and just start teeing off with his jab.
Back on the jab, shouts Alec Wilkie and Derek Granger in the Connor corner alongside us. Boylan trying his own jab, but getting picked off there with a combination. Tries the hooks. That's where he wants Connor, isn't it? Against the ropes, so he can deliver his big-looking shots there, the hooks.
Yeah, a good right hand got through there. That was using his strength.
Bobbing and weaving. This is better from Boylan. He's got to expect that, hasn't he, Connor? That he's going to come under intense heat at times.
Yeah, I think he knows that. You know, he trains for that. You know, he's working off that jab. He's using the ring well. But Boylan getting a bit closer now. This is more in his favour.
Bob Williams from Watford, decent fighter in his day. He shared a ring with John Faxon at one point, just getting involved for the first time there. But these two, who've known each other for so long, they've sparred together in the old days. They know the business, Glenn.
They do, and some decent body shots landing there from Boylan. This is better from him, starting to move his head, starting to relax a little bit now, getting into the fight and certainly doing the better in this round.
Stop boxing, step back, come on, boxing.
Right hand from Connor. It may just feel, Boylan, that he can march through the fists of Connor. While they're swift, they're not the meatiest punches, and especially when he's flitting around on the back foot as well. Question is, can Boylan catch up with him?
Yeah, you see how he's loosened up a little bit now, can't you? You know, he was stiff, and all of a sudden when he's loosened up, his attacks are quicker. You know, he's starting to dip his head, keep away from the jab. Better for Boylan.
Yeah? Suck it up, son. Okay? I'm not tying the ring off, pulling off, am I? You're giving the ground. So what you're doing is, you're getting into position, you're getting the pressure on, and then you're walking away. Sustain it, yeah? Every time.
Pulls it up a little bit then. Double the jab. Let's hit the body shot. Double the jab. Bang around the body. All right? Okay. Feel good? Yeah. That's it. Good. Listen to what he's saying. All right? He's slowing up a little bit, right? But he's going to come with a bit of intensity. Get a few body shots, but don't get caught doing it, all right? And then back on the jab after. Back.
Fascinating battle of the cornermen as well, I think, tonight, and the tactics they give.
Yeah, well, that's often the case, you know. That's what you pay those guys for, to find a way to see what you're not seeing.
Jamie Moore taking every second of that minute with the instructions for Ricky Boylan in this southern area. 10-stone fight Boylan, the 27-year-old from Carshalton in his 16th professional outing. The 29-year-old Danny Connor in fight number 24. Connor's been around since 2010. February of that year, Boylan slightly later, just before Christmas of 2010, he turned.
Well, he looked comfortable enough in the corner, Connor, and he's come out here a little more determined. Bit off balance there.
Yep, Boylan thought he felt that slipping around on the advertising hoardings as well. Danny Connor, that's what he's chosen to do tonight, stylistically, is really use every bit of the ring. Sort of catch me if you can type. And Boylan will want him there, pinning him against the ropes, but Connor does well.
Yeah, that was nice from Connor. You know, he's listening to instructions in the corner. He's trying to lift the head up. Then he whipped a body shot in, exactly as they asked for. So he knows what the game plan is.
Yep, tapping away, landing the scoring shots, letting Boylan utilize energy and get him frustrated.
Good left shoot.
Yeah, from Boylan.
Can't afford to spend too long on the ropes there. Connor got to try and spin his man. You know that the ropes, that's where Danny Boylan wants him. He wants him pinned on the ropes. He wants to start to hammer the body.
Did start out a welterweight, Connor, but most of his career he's been fighting at lightweight. So he's made the move up. Boylan just might feel down the stretch his aggression and his physical strength will unsettle Connor enough, and he hopes to force the stoppage late on. That's obviously their plan. Good right hand. He's getting to him a bit, Boylan.
Yeah, he's looking strong, isn't he? Physically looks like he's put a lot of work in, but cheeky little shots there, nice little chopping shots downwards from Connor.
There's that reach, the range that Connor's got. Just stumbles Boylan. Puts that combination together. Just looked a bit pedestrian for a moment, Ricky Boylan.
He did, didn't he? Just seemed to stumble a bit as well. Maybe Connor caught him. He's okay now, and he's just punching the elbows and arms. This is warming up nicely, as we thought it would.
Good right hand from Connor. Tough round to split them. Both had their success.
Much better, you okay? Yeah. Recover. Breathe, son. Okay. You're getting into it much better now, yeah?
There's that Good jab from Connor. Boylan smiles over, gets through, and there's that nice hook. Very short, bit of power in it. And Connor doesn't really want to stay on those ropes too long. But some decent shots from him as well. That was a good round, very hard to score. For me, a level round. Both had their successes in that one. And I think the body, both of them feel as if maybe I think the body's going to be important to try and break each other down.
Intriguing trade match here at 10 stone. Former light welterweight division, now called the super lightweight in Britain, in line with the rest of the world. Enough divisions and belts to confuse us all, so probably a good thing that we're saying the same now.
Yeah, I think probably so. It would have been nice if they came to change to us as we did invent the game, but nevertheless.
I thought you might say that.
as long as we're all in agreement, I think that's a good thing. Where the games can get confusing enough, can't it?
What's not confusing is that these two battlers want this. Warriors from around the Sutton area of Surrey. And they're trying to outfox, outthink each other. Right hand from Boylan, who's the aggressor, the physically stronger of the pair. And Danny Connor with a bit more experience and maybe guile as well around the ring. He's had to suck it up at times. He's only been beaten inside the distance once when Chris Jenkins took him apart in the prize fighter final a couple of years ago. And Boylan's been on the floor himself, although his two defeats were on points. He was down last time, actually, Ricky Boylan. But it should be a long fight, this.
Yes, on paper, you would expect that, wouldn't you? Both experienced guys, both tough, both, always come out to try and win the fight.
Looking for the body shot now, Connor. Back to hunting the head, as Glenn said, that area might be very important for the last 3 or 4 rounds especially.
I think work rate's going to be important as well, Adam. I think, it's a sort of fight where, it's going to be who wants it more, who's prepared to do that little bit extra work, keep the punches going out.
You think it's going to be fairly tight all the way through, don't you?
You do. That type of fighter, it's a good match.
Cuffing right hook there from Connor. Boylan trying to get his jab going, but walks in again.
He's just trying to force himself on Connor, just trying to keep going forward and just trying to keep the punches going in. Very physical from Boylan.
Strength in those shoulders. More stocky fighter. Really digging that body shot, but a good right hand back from Connor, whose accuracy, Glenn, has been good tonight.
Yeah. Not good enough in that round, I thought, though. I thought that was a Boylan round, but Connor has picked the punches here and there. That's very much an even sort of fight.
You was close. You haven't been getting close to him because he's running and running, and as soon as you're close, you don't go up.
Nobody has really took over this yet. Connor is picking nice punches. He's good when he's on the move, when he's looking to counter. But Boylan, as he's loosening up, is starting to find his punches and use his strength.
Try and rush it. They're going to tell him he's behind. So he might try and, the harder he tries, the easier it is.
Anytime you're holding him and rolling him in, just suck up and hold him for a minute.
The harder he tries, the easier it is. They want to get him annoyed, don't they? They want to get him throwing caution to the wind here.
Yeah, they want him to be tense, don't they? They want him to, when he's tense, he slows down.
Second half of this one just shakes his boot out there, Ricky Boylan. Nice guy, so too Danny Connor. Haven't been nice to each other in the build-up, but then they've got to fight. I'm sure there'll be plenty of respect and a pint or two back in Carshalton after this. Level on your card, all to fight for.
Yeah, very much so, and nobody's took over in this fight at all. It is, tit for tat sort of thing. Boylan has a little good spell, then Conor just does like that, picks a jab out, nice little right hook.
And it's what he just slips there, Danny Conor. It's what the game needs, isn't it, Glenn? I mean, we're always looking for sort of big stars, potential sort of, headliners, but these guys, it means so much, and the even Steven type of affairs and the battles for these English and Southern area titles, are normally really good in terms of value and entertainment.
This is the backbone of boxing, isn't it? This is the real strength of boxing. We see so many terrific fights, at this sort of level, and it's great to see the stars come through. But I enjoy, some of the British fights, Southern area fights, English title fights, so much more.
It's out of range, Boylan. Attempting the body shots. They're one in there towards that neutral corner. Is Conor going to get out? He elects to stand there. Defense has been okay from Conor. Just a bit wild there, though.
Can't afford to stay there, though. That's just given Boylan free target, just allowing him to build a bit of confidence and build a bit of rhythm up.
Big applause from Jamie Moore over there in the blue corner when Boylan found that. Just inching closer, slowing Conor down maybe. This is his round so far, the 6th. Boylan.
Yeah, Conor not as good with his jab, which was useful in the early rounds. But as it's gone on, Boylan's starting to negate that. He's starting to duck under the jab.
It's always going to be hard, isn't it, for Danny Conor as the rounds tick along because of his lack of natural power to keep his man off him. The style he's elected is right, I think, to try and beat Boylan. But, can he sustain it from round 1 to 10?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And showing good skills there, nice boxing. That's all good, well enough, but you need a bit of substance as well. He needs to come back with something more aggressive.
Yeah, Ricky Boylan needed a really good round, a defining round, and he's found it here. A couple of shots there and just seemed to unsettle Danny Conor. He's been taken out of his rhythm, he's been slowed up, and this is Boylan just coming on stronger and more effectively. He looks more relaxed now.
Boylan's round.
Now you're getting there.
That was better.
Now you're getting there. Feel okay? Yeah. You need to win these 4 rounds now. Yeah? You need to do what you just done.
Conor didn't have as many successes in that round. He was missing with his jab. Boylan now starting to land with his jab and starting to get through with the meatier punches and find his rhythm as this fight's going on. So I wonder if that was the turning point. Certainly that was the round that just put Boylan, for me, ahead.
Getting to it now. Now he's slowing down.
I've got it level, but I'm sure that everybody at ringside has it close, but it's Bob Williams who will decide should it go 10. 4 rounds to go of this engaging Southern area 10-stone battle between Ricky Boylan and Danny Conor. So many in the mix at this weight, like Tommy Martin, John Wayne Hibbert, Dave Ryan, Tyrone Nurse, and Chris Jenkins just up a little bit in terms of level, but it's a packed division. Always been good, the 10-stone. Just a bit of take loose, I think, on the left glove of Danny Conor. And Boylan looking for instructions straight away.
Yeah, he's obviously got a lot of faith in Jamie Moore.
Breathe, Dan, breathe nice and deep. Breathe nice and deep.
As you said, he's adapting to be a trainer very well, knows the game, puts the time in.
Yep, he tried ever so hard, didn't he, with Tommy Coyle, who was so brave in defeat on the big summer night in Hull against Luke Campbell, who looked, well, almost world-class, didn't he? Really good performance from Campbell. Tommy Coyle's over in the States. I think he's trying to get some sparring in the Mayweather camp without Jamie. He's another character, isn't he, Coyle?
Well, that's good, you know, fighter's going, he's had a loss, now he's going to try and regroup and get some good sparring and come again.
And how Danny Connor's come again after the defeats on his slate. Nothing seems to deter him. It's really good to see, and that's a lovely right hand.
Yeah, he's just regrouped a little bit in this round. Just as Boylan lands a right hand, though. He needs to keep away from the ropes for me, Connor. You know, that's Boylan's area. If I was in the corner, I'd say as soon as your back hits the rope, slide, turn them, because you're not going to win in there.
I think you're bang on there, Glenn. Absolutely right. He's trying a little bit of what fire meets fire. I don't think he needs to, Danny Connor. It was all going so well for him. Using his feet, the movement, light on his toes. That's the sort of thing he needs to do.
Yeah, he needs to box smart. You know, use that jab, step aside, nice little right hands like that. Keep the punches coming in. Keep a nice high tempo and a good rhythm.
Yeah, it's a non-stop tactical plan. And if he can, you know, execute it all the way through, he could be the one going home again with the Southern Area belt. But Boylan wants it badly. He wants a win at this arena very much. Feels he's let himself down at times here when there's been a big crowd in.
But he's boxed smartly in this round. Connor, I like him better in this round. Just regrouped a bit, start to use the ring more, getting his jab working. You know, still thinking in there.
Yep, intelligence this from Danny Connor. They didn't sit on the ropes. He's back out and around, and he is frustrating Ricky Boylan. I wonder what Jamie Moore's going to say to Boylan at the end of this one. This isn't a good round for his man.
Not doing enough, son. Come on. Do you want to win this fight? Yeah. Let's fucking go then.
Excuse the language, he should know better.
Yeah. You're watching him run around. Yeah. Get these fucking legs going.
And again, you see that Jamie is getting frustrated, and probably rightly so. You know, Boylan went off the pedal, didn't he? He was outboxed in that round. Connor looked good.
Yeah, he did, and that was a you know, it's a shame for Boylan. He let it slip a little bit, but it's good for Connor. You know, he had a few good moments in the round, Boylan, but not enough. Connor started to use the ring a little bit more and get through with some good shots.
Round 8.
9 minutes left of this Carr-Shulton battle between Ricky Boylan and Danny Connor. It's been an interesting one to watch from a tactic point of view, fighters and corners. You've got it dead level, I have Connor in front. Just a ticking off for Danny Connor. It's been clean though, hasn't it, despite the needle between the pair beforehand.
Yeah, they got, you know, fighters are going to get in a bit of a tangle here and there, but there's nothing I can say that's, you know, anybody's doing too wrong.
Right hand from Boylan, needed that. Might just spur him on. Just trying to push Connor back now, down the stretch. Connor getting out. Just when it looked like he was going to stand and trade, on the bike, sensible.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more from Danny Connor, though. You know, he's on the defensive a lot, but he can put his punches together when he needs to. And you have to do that against someone like Boylan.
Timing's good from Connor, just not that much in these punches. Certainly as the rounds tick on. That's a right hand. He's finding the target, but is he tiring slightly? Good body shot from Boylan. And again. Is this the extra physical strength? Is this the more natural super lightweight rather than the lightweight? It's a tough one to score this, Glenn. It really is. And you could already say, with a couple of rounds to go, it could be a draw.
Yeah, they are so well matched, aren't they? You know, they different styles, but they, you know, they complement each other. One has success, then the other one has success. Better from corner there, left hook, then the jab, but he's pressuring an awful lot, Boylan, but because he's missing, that's when he starts to get tense again.
Which of these styles does Bob Williams, the referee, prefer as well? Do you like your come-forward aggression or the boxing off the back foot? Certainly Boylan's been more effective in this round.
Yeah. Kicks the body shot, nice left hook from Boylan, but he can't afford to stay on the ropes. You know, that for me is the mistake that he's doing, and this has given Boylan the opportunity to be effective.
Are the legs just slowing down, though? Is he feeling a bit more leaden here, Conor?
Well, it's coming late in the fight. It's been pretty hectic, but Boylan, for me...
Breathe. Okay? Good. Much better. One thing you're missing.
Better round from Ricky Boylan. Landing the right hand and not able to come back with a counter that time. Then the body shot getting through, and I think that was the story of the round. Just good, solid pressure from Boylan. Conor spent a little bit too much time on the ropes.
As soon as you get there, don't miss the opportunity there, because you're waiting too long. Yeah. You need to sit and bang straight away, right on cross. Before don't give him a chance to settle and have a look at you. As soon as you get there, you hear us saying chop, get that chop there, come on. Better. Keep that
Well, this looks like it's going down to the wire. I'm just gauging a bit of opinion around me. I know you've got Boylan one up, and a couple of our Sky colleagues have got Boylan up. One's got it a draw. I know John Denham from Boxing News has got Conor ahead. As I said, it's sort of what you like, isn't it? For me, Conor's been the better boxer.
I think the main thing, Adam, is there's very little in this.
Yep.
You know, this is very, very close. And it's just going to be somebody who pulls that extra little bit out that can get this.
Boylan's had his moments, but has he had enough domination in the rounds? And who wants it more? Who's going to dig deeper over the last 5 minutes or so?
Decent jabs there from Conor. And it's Boylan's turn to get him against the ropes, which, you know, again, he doesn't need to be there. Late in the fight, you've got to keep center of the ring, keep it clean and get your shots off.
Danny Conor lost his belt to Tony Owen in this very arena in October of 2013. How he would love it back. But Ricky Boylan trying to put the punches together. Catch the eye of the referee.
Step back, step back. Box on.
Who's edging this one at the halfway stage of the ninth?
Well, he started the better, Boylan, and I think he's finishing the better, but there's still over a minute to go, so there's plenty of time. Nice couple of thudding right hands going in, and Conor unable to get off those ropes.
Left hook from Boylan. Good, steady pressure there. And suddenly a spring to his step. Conor comes back with a combination. Lovely stuff here at the O2.
Nice little right hand. Again, both of them are having their periods in this round where they're having success.
Neither has dominated for any serious period of time, have they?
No, it's been a combination one way, combination the other way, a little 30-second batch one way, 30 seconds the other way.
A very, very hard fight to score, and there's not 3 judges. Good from Boylan again. Conor maybe with a cleaner punches through the fight, but Boylan just won't go away, and he keeps pressing the action, and he's had more success in the latter stages. I wonder if he nicked that one, Boylan. Close.
He's going to charge you like a nutcase, yeah? Right, so we don't want you on the ropes at all and rolling. Don't be near to him. Listen to me, this is where you're going to show your class, you understand me?
Have a drink, it's a close breath, right?
Breathe nice and deep now, feel all right? Now we've got 3 minutes in you. That's it. Last round,
Dan, listen, just calm yourself down and make sure you don't start fighting.
Last round coming up, son, all right?
Don't fight him. Show your skill.
Last round, I want pat. Yeah? Then finish him with a double jab. It's your last round coming up, son. Pat, pop. Not letting him off, yeah? Fighting your down. Last round for one, son. You need this. You need to win this round, you need to win this round. Yeah? Okay, so look. The only
Fascinating look, a peek inside the corners. They know how close it is. Final round. Who will take the 10th? It could be all on this. We just don't know. I think you've got it level. I've got it level by a completely different method. So what is Bob Williams thinking?
Well, could it all be hanging on this last round?
The tape loose again, left glove of Danny Conor. Happened a couple of rounds ago, and they're going to get a small respite here. Again, Boylan looks at Jamie Moore.
Suck it up, Dan, now.
It really is tense and close, and you wouldn't argue with a draw and let's have it again, would you?
No, certainly not. Good entertaining fight. Nobody at any period in this fight has took control. Can somebody really dig deep and have a terrific spell? And that's what it's going to take. Somebody's going to have to really have an eye-catching last round.
Both really want to inject something into their careers. Boylan, who was undefeated for so long and looked a real prospect, and he's been derailed slightly in the last year or so.
Well, this is better effort from Boylan. He started the last round the better. He looks determined. He looks like he wants to try and get through in this round, but then a nice right hand and double jab from Conor.
He looks the stronger Ricky Boylan. Maybe at the weight, maybe leaving a little for down the stretch. Has he left it too late? Conor pickpocketing, but has he done quite enough? Last minute and a half of this 10-rounder. Who is going to have the laughs in Carl Shulton? I tell you what, they both deserve a lot of credit, though, don't they?
They certainly do, and you know, both men have done terrifically well, and neither one needs to be disappointed. Put on an excellent performance. For me, Boylan is doing the better work. 2 minutes gone by and has pretty much dominated this last round.
Yep, a couple of really good spells late on in the fight from Ricky Boylan. Danny Conor started so well. How many of the earlier rounds did Bob Williams give him? I'm fascinated to see how he scores this.
Yeah, me too. I think one thing that there won't be will be a lot between the two of them. I'll be shocked if there is. Connor's still in it, still fighting well, but just not doing enough. Last 30 seconds, and Boylan has just been all-out pressure in this round.
He's dug really deep, Ricky Boylan here. He's listened to Jamie Moore. Conor trying to stay with him, but that's not the tactics he's employed for the rest of the fight. Bravery there. There's a cut as well to the left eye. Too late to matter for Danny Conor. And that will be a scar of battle in the morning. But who's going to get this? The bell's going to go any second. Will Bob Williams be able to split them? And there's the respect between the old mates. The needle goes, and that is what we love about boxing. And in many ways, Glenn, it doesn't matter who gets it. It was a really good fight, and we'd gladly have it on again.
Yeah, well contested. A lot of respect between the two boys. Good constant action. Excellent entertainment.
The Connor camp look happy.
Yep, they look as if they know forward to a plan. For me, I had to edge it on the last round with my scorecard, and that was to Ricky Boylan, who just went all out following Jamie Moore's instructions to give it everything the last round. So let's see what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing in this eliminator for the English Super Lightweight Championship, referee Bob Williams has scored this contest. For Boylan, 94 points. For Connor, 97 points. Your winner, from Carshalton, Cassius, Danny Connor.
Danny Connor takes it, and he regains the Southern Area title. Bob Williams had it by 3, and there are no arguments anywhere because it was a subjective one, and Connor's boxing got the nod over Ricky Boylan's aggression. Well done to the pair of them, and let's see it again.